Hello, welcome back to the world's messiest desk. It's a tough competition this year. It was between me and three hoarders. I came through in the end. I came through in the end. It was, when you put your mind to something, to not do something well, you really can accomplish a lots of things that you don't do well. Let me see. First of all, I'll show these quick. I finished off my Ferglings. Yeah, I put little burnt hair, the scorched earth thing on there, and I like it. I like this one especially because it reminds me of the Craftsman channel puppet. So that's yeah. They look gross. They look all hairy and gross. So they're done. Let me bring out this old girl. She is still coming along. Here you. The more I attached the head, added some hair, and I think I'm almost ready for base coat. I still have to. Oh, there's a fire truck. Another fire. I feel like there's a fire every time I start a video. If I really liked my neighbors, that means I wouldn't do videos, but I'm okay. So I need to attach the staff, I guess, and yeah, I tried doing. Originally, I was gonna have yarn as hair, like just a pile of balls of yarn. So I made all of these. I didn't hate the look of it, but it did look, it didn't, I don't know, I didn't like it too much. It looked a little too much like I was trying to make dreadlocks. And this is like a cat demon, not a cultural appropriation demon. So I feel like, yeah, I don't know. So I went with just standard ratty hair. Basically, this looks like the last actual picture of me walking out from the dollar store. Yeah, it was an actual picture. Yeah, some cats came by and I grabbed them up. So that's what I'm going. A little bit of the face. I was looking a little bit like. I don't know if you remember the movie The Shining. I think there was a remake, but the original Shining, there was a woman who like was in a bathtub naked, and Jack Nicholson started like making out with her, and then she turned into an old lady. That's a lot of that was kind of what I was going for. She's a demon, a giantess who was dumped by her giant fiance at the altar, who left her for a troll hag, and she became a greater demon of Purgle. Yeah, like the great unclean one. I really like it. I feel like I need to add some greebles, as they say, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'll just like, yeah. So anyway, I'm pretty much ready. I'm gonna add the staff, then give her a little zenithal prime, as they say in the biz, and go from there. What else am I doing? I'm making more meow nets. I got more plague bears. I started to realize I don't think I really like what I was doing with the head. I wasn't doing too much with the head. I was just flattening the nose. I'm not sold on that, so I decided I'm going to try sculpting some heads. So I am sculpting little tiny heads, and these are absolutely tiny as, yeah, incredibly tiny. It's very, very tough to sculpt this small, but it's good. So I think I will like, if I can pull it off, I'll definitely like it a lot more than what I was doing with the heads. So that's what I'm gonna do going forward. So it's just a subtle thing, but I'm still gonna give them the one boob, or the two boobs. I'm still gonna give them claws for hands. Yeah, that's so I have four of these going, and I think the more I do it, the better I'll get. I'm assuming. Um, it would be weird if I got worse with every single head. That would be yeah. So then I guess these would be the best I could ever do in my lifetime, which kind of sad. I am gonna use these balls of yarn for something. I think I'm probably just gonna make a little basket for them, and yeah, make it as like background, whatever. Let's see. Another thing I'm working on. I'm working on a unit filler for the demonettes, and with bits of leftover green stuff when I'm sculpting. I'm basically making like that little cat food. So this is gonna be like a giant cat dish in the middle of the unit, sort of thing. This might be too big, but the idea is to make a giant cat dish as a unit filler and put it on like a pedestal, like looking like a holy grail type thing. The other thing I'm doing with leftover green stuff, and this I got from Paul Stanley. His channel is called Paul Stanley. He's absolutely, if you are into the hobby, definitely check out his channel. He had this, was sculpting these little bags, so I decided to make a couple of them just to, I like how they click too, like dice almost. Yeah, really quick. Anyway, check out his channel, and he does these. They're really simple. I don't even know what I'm gonna use them for, but I thought it was such a neat idea. I was gonna do it. Let's see, where else are we at? The one last thing that I'm working on is for my soul grinder. I decided to try and do a scratch build. So here's the pilot basically that I've been, which I think is absolutely adorable. There's a cat head. I cut out, there's a little tiny toy cat. There, it was basically like these things, but it was a little bigger, so I cut off the head and sculpted this body. Yeah, and then decided he would turn a cat toy into some sort of weapon of mass destruction. Like here's like so I broke apart a bunch of these things. And here's the one, I was trying to do it as a scratch build. So this is what I have so far. I built this little engine thing. And then I started thinking, I think I started, oh, ew, easy there. Did I break it? Probably. No, okay. So, not yet. I'll break it later. Don't worry. I'll throw it out the window and curse my life. Yeah, so I wanted to make a little motorized thing. I wanted to make it sort of like, I don't know. One, I wanted to do scratch build because it's such a great little aspect of the hobby that I think is kind of neat, and I've never really done it. But also, I'm not really sure. I started thinking too much like, oh, how is this going to work? How is it actually powered? Is this an actual engine? If so, what sort of engine is it? How does the engine work? How does the engine get from here to the, basically I was like trying to do engineering without an engineering degree. So anyway, I was like, you know what, let's just, it's fiction, try and make it almost Skaven janky-ish. So then I thought, well, what if it was powered by crystals? So I decided to cut spruce into like a crystal sort of shape, and I'm going to make that sort of the power source of it. Because you could sort of fudge a lot of stuff. Yeah, so it's got to be the soul grinder. I'm going to put a giant like axe sort of thing like right here. Maybe a sword, I don't know. Maybe just a giant cat claw thing. But this is just based out of plastic hard, plastic spruce. Then I have another one of these things. And I forget where I got this. I think it was out of like a lotion bottle. So I'm going to make this into like the cannon part of it. Yeah, this is just an exhaust that I got from a little dripper. Let's see, this is from one of those things, like, I think it was like a bookshelf in case you want to screw something into a wall. This is sort of like, keep it going. I don't know where the rest of this garbage is from. Bottle cap, this chapstick thing maybe, I don't know. And I bought a box of gears. And then these are just little tiny holes of plastic card and PVA foam. So yeah, so it's been a fun little scratch build. He's gonna sit right here, and that's gonna be the side view of it. And I don't know if I'm gonna give it giant legs like a soul grinder has, or if I'm going to give it wheels like a steam engine kind of thing. I'm kind of leaning towards wheels. I just think it makes more sense. But we'll see. And it's tough to make giant moving legs. Like the soul grinder looks way too futuristic to be in Warhammer Fantasy, in my opinion. So that's why I kind of, if I do add legs, they're gonna have to be janky-ish, but we'll see. That's what I'm working on. Let's see. So this week I want to try and give her a little base coat, see what it looks like, see what I have to make up. I want to make a couple more heads. I also have this cat's gonna have to be glued down somehow. I don't know if he's gonna be clawing at her here or here. He's gonna be clawing at her. That's all I know. He's gonna be like trying to stop her. Yeah. And then I'm gonna put a cat on her back. So I don't know if this is the one. I actually sculpted these cats, which I don't know. The other thing I was thinking like, well, if they're evolved, why are there also regular cats? But then I'm like, well, they're humans and they're monkeys, so I guess I can I don't want to go down that road. Yeah, so these are like somewhat more involved, so they've gotten a little pudgier, and they use machines, whereas the regular cats are still regular cats. So, yeah, I think the next one, I'm definitely going to have a year-end review, and I'm just going to go through everything I've done so far, but hopefully by then I'll have added these. Yeah, good thing you have 9 lives. Yeah, there you go. Just so. All right. 8 lives, 7 lives. All right, we can count. That's it. Hope you guys are doing well. My goal when I started this was to have it ready by Adepticon, and Adepticon's in March, so I definitely will. Although I think when I started I think I wanted Adepticon last year, so I think, all right, maybe I'm not entirely done, but you know what, I wasn't specific enough. Yeah, see, that's kind of cool looking, right? And then I add a little, maybe I put the cannon on this, just like maybe a smaller cannon. Maybe that's, I don't know. Yeah, it looks fun and goofy and futuristic and almost like a Skaven-y, dwarfy kind of thing. All right, I'm rambling because I don't know what to do. So this week I'm going to sculpt more of these little tiny heads. Try and see where that comes along. If I get 4 more demonettes ready, I can end the unit filler. I can have a base of 18, it looks like. So that's what I'm going for. All right, that's all I got. Hope you guys are doing well. If you are going to Adepticon, let me know in the comments. I don't even know, why am I even doing this? Like I don't even ask people to like and subscribe. So clearly this is just me being, I don't know. I don't know. Is it a cry for help? Maybe. If you're going to Adepticon, please say hi. Let me know. I would love to. If you want to get a game in, maybe I'd be happy to do that too. I don't think I'm going to sign up for the tournament, given that I've played 2 games total. I don't know if I have 5 in me in a weekend. So, all right, that's it. Gotta go. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Bye.